To I think even if I don't check my X, it's still gonna pop up anyway. And I hope the new camera is suiting you guys. Now, I don't know anything about lighting, as is pretty apparent from this entire setup. Mine keep this closed. Oh shit, that's way too dark. Never mind. I think the ZV-1F is pretty good for what it can do. Wait, can I? Oh wow. Okay, if I zoom in and zoom out here, it actually has like an impact. This actually looks better. Okay, I was not aware of your game ZV-1F, but now I do. Anyway, so today what we are essentially going to take a look at is a bunch of different protocols. And by the way, if you don't already know, somehow I got featured in Yeet, Zeet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right, but basically I stood out on the leaderboard or something. I was replying to like Jack's clips a lot, and I just got selected for like $100 prize, which is, I mean, hey, it's great for me. So we're gonna see how that goes. There is an option here, and I'm just gonna see what that is. Hmm, tracking cancel. I have no idea what just happened, but okay. Okay, I think we are going to be pretty fine. There are a couple of different protocols that we are having a look at, and I've also realized that I will not be able to use like restream with the retake TV, at least at this point of time. The simple reason is that what software, like I don't even know what software it is, but there's like a driver that retake uses, which is a little bit advanced. I know what you're thinking, but that's the truth, or at least the truth that I've been told at this point of time. And because of that, we're just stuck here with two basically different streaming scenarios. So I have to like take everything from restream and take everything from retake and like merge the two together. I was also supposed to go live on TikTok today. Let me just see if my TikTok application has been approved or not. I don't know. I think I've applied to it. You have to apparently apply to be a part of TikTok, which is crazy, but it is what it is. So probably not today, guys, but maybe some other day we will be there. Anyway, I think let's get started with with like the more important things, which is the protocols that we are going to take a look out for. So first things first, the one that we are going to take a look at first is known as Basepaint, which is this one right here. Let me actually share my screen so you guys can actually see it. So this is like the first thing that we are taking a look at right now. Yeah, I think, does this work fine? Yeah, I think this works just fine. Uh, Paint together Mint Daily CC0 Art Gallery. Okay, so they have like a gallery, and this is probably about like painting stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is more like it. Wait, how do I customize this a little bit more? I really want people to like look at this, and I have no idea how to do that. I think this is like my best option at this point of time. Anyway, so if I look here, a masterpiece every day, 24 hours to create, 24 hours to collect. Okay. Get basement delivered to your inbox. Top supporters. Oh wow. Subscribe. Get a brush, paint a theme for 24 hours, canvases are sold for 24 hours. Revenue is split between the contributors. Holy shit, that's actually pretty cool. I think this is like a idea of like the wall that originated from Reddit. If you guys remember, like XQC and a couple of others, they were like really big on this idea in the very beginning, right? That you could practically just go ahead and paint something, and like it's like a giant canvas, and there were like different countries coming up there, and it went on for like a couple of days. I keep forgetting what its name. It's known as like the wall, or like the blank canvas or something. Now I want to paint, of course, Theme prompt, meme vending machine. Is this like a prompt or what? How do I use this? Wait. Okay. Rabbi, please help me out here. Okay. There you go. Now, what do I do now? Get a base name to chat. But I do have a base name. Bro, I literally do have a base name. Okay. I have no idea who's typing. Mint a brush to save your art to the canvas. There are like a couple of people here. Oh, I think I'm ruining it at this point. Changing them all costs 33.55 px. What is that even supposed to mean? Mint a brush. I think so. What they really need to do in this particular case, like I just spent like $10 on this, but I have no idea what I spent $10 on. So there needs to be like some sort of like a walkthrough here, which is like severely missing at this point of time because I don't know what I just did. I don't know what happened, you know, and that's basically my problem as well. Okay, so if I zoom in a little bit, that basically just loses the entire vibe. I think this is the right one. Trial brush. Can I go back to like painting now? Okay, but like how do I collect it? I can mint this for free. Like I don't even have to paint something. Insufficient base balance to transfer. That cannot be real. I have enough base. What? Okay. Hold on. This is a little bit weird. Uh oh, okay. Do I have to pay in ETH or what? Can I not pay in USDC or something? Can I pay it in ETH, which is on Ethereum? Because that's also fair game. Shit, I think I need to bridge. Okay. You know how this goes. This is probably the best feature that Jumper has that you can just simply say, okay, I need this much dollars. Dear God, please let it happen instantly. But man, it just goes to show that, I think Coinbase has probably like one of the highest chances of building like a gas abstracted interface and stuff. But even on apps here, you need to be aware of like how to use bridge and stuff. So I like to view this from the perspective of somebody who's just new, like they don't really care, they don't know what they're doing, right? And then they have to like bridge something and move it a certain way. It just rubs them the wrong way, I think. So yeah, that's what I honestly feel. Canvas minted. Oh wow, this is good. The fact that I can like share this. Cool. I think this is really, really nice. This just needs a tutorial. That's what I think. Like, if you go to like paint with us, I had no idea what was happening. So this needs like a little bit more of a tutorial. That's what I would say. And I really like how, this is probably dynamic. Like it's getting updated depending on what we are drawing, and this one's getting updated on the right hand side depending on what is getting minted. Both of these are like cool. I like the idea actually. I think this can be a very interesting community activation activity for a lot of protocols that are building on this. So one of the things that often happens is that you want to have, oh, give me 1 second. I have no idea why on, yeah, yeah, that's perfectly fine now. Yeah. So I'm saying that what happens a lot of times is that you want the community members to remain engaged, right? So you end up playing like different kinds of games with them. You play like Tag, you play like Royal Rumble and whatnot, and you start playing all of these games with them in the community. But it's not like yet proven that all of that is like really impacting how the community views you, right? Or like whether the community really likes you or not. So for those cases in particular, what I would think is it would be really, really better. Like just get me in the camera a little bit. Yeah, I'd say it's really, really better if they instead play something like this. Man, the white balance on this thing really just fucks up. I'm not even sure if right balance is the right term, but okay. Um, I think what happens is that it's better for them to like play something like this where they like make art together and then they mint it together. So imagine if you're like Aerodrome, for example, and you need community activations. You basically say, you know what, we need a separate canvas. So one is like the public canvas on which anyone can draw, and one is more of like a public canvas, right? Or custom canvas. I'm not sure if like custom canvases are yet allowed, and you get that, and you tell the community managers, hey, your job is to get like people involved in this, and when they themselves make something from their own hands like I was doing, they're more likely to like mint it out, right? And then use those NFTs which were minted out at that point of time, and make sure that they're only available to be sold like for 24 hours. I think each mint is available only for 24 hours. Use those NFTs to reward your people, not fucking NFTs that you can buy and flip on the market like one day before your snapshot, and then an insider just simply says, "Oh, you know what? Snapshot is tomorrow, so go ahead and buy everything from OpenSea." I don't think that's like a very good way to measure contribution anyway, because you can always go ahead and famous the people there. So don't do that. Overall, good concept needs more hand holding, I would say. So just give me 1 second because the I would be writing the review together itself. So I'd say needs more handholding. And the second point that I made was, oh shit, I forgot my own self. Man, what was I lecturing you guys about? My memory is so bad. Custom canvases for communities, for base communities. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. Now that is for Basepaint. Let's move on to what the next big thing is. Basepaint is done. Let me. Yeah, I think Calaxy is like the next one, like with a C. Let's see what they're all about. So this is Galaxy, Galaxy app. I think it has something to. The name sounds like they would have something to do with cats. I don't know. Maybe it's just something, but yeah, it just sounds like they would have something to do with cats, I'd say. Nice. Okay, so the name sounds like they would have something to do with cats. Let me see if they actually do. Coin your community, build your forever audience. Is that not Zora? A lot of these things sound very similar. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. And is that not flaunch? It looks so much like flaunch though, bro. Private feeds. This is like Discord. Okay, yeah, I get it. It's like almost like a social media. Oh, this is fucking awesome. If you can do that, then that's pretty awesome. If you can do that. Pretty pretty chill. Okay, let's look at what they're doing. Okay. Build your audience forever. Okay. Coin your community. I think it's going to be a little bit tricky to link NFTs with anything. The simple reason is people are just like they have like an NFT um fatigue. Yeah, that's the right word. Okay, now what the fuck is world? Like now this is getting into like confusing territory. But how do I sign up? Do I really just have to get like the Galaxy app? Oh, also this is bad banner placement, guys. You see now live on base rate the announcement. This is like hidden before behind this. What is a world engagement monetize? Launch your world. Okay. Then what is Galaxy app? These two things are not key concepts. My account. Start selling. Okay. Blog updates. Let's see what they have. What is a world? Huh? How do I download an app or what? Yeah, but like, how do I get this? Why is it being called a world at all? It just makes it sound like it's something I have to download separately from the Galaxy app. Is the only way to do it this? Man, this is what I'm not a big fan of. I don't wanna download something. You guys get me? I just wanna try it out. This is okay, it's coming soon. Look, in Web3, people just have a lot of problem downloading anything from the get-go, I mean. Simple reason is a lot of us have been burned by hacks, by whatnot. We would just want to not be hacked. And that's all we want. It's something very, very small, but it's the most we can do, right? So, as a result of that, I don't want to download anything. This is what most people get wrong. They think, okay, we are building for the mobile. Nobody is telling you that building for the mobile means you don't build for the desktop. Let's be very clear on that. This should be usable, but okay, fine. I'm gonna download something for you guys. What? Hey, thanks for scanning. The QR code campaign has been disabled for some reason. You ba- Galaxy guys, this is where your funnel is breaking. This is what you have to look at. First, this is where your funnels are breaking. Marketing teams, listen to me. Have a newbie, have your mom, have your grandma, have your friend sign up to your app. See where they struggle. Always do this. I am crypto native. I struggled with this. Now, of course, had I been 10 times more crypto native or 10 times less crypto native, it would have not mattered because this QR code is broken. The one that you're seeing on your screen is currently broken. As a result of that, now what we have to do is a little bit choppy, to say the least, right? So let me see what can be done. My entire screen has just frozen. So now we wait. Yeah, now we're so back. Um, okay. I really don't want to do anything now, to be very honest with you. Like, I want to look you guys up just for the culture. So let me see if I type in Calaxy. Dog, you guys are not even showing up on the App Store. I'm not joking. They're literally not showing up on the App Store. So that's this is where you're falling apart. You see this? You're not showing up on the App Store, and you are also not showing up there. So this is like a problem. Okay. That being said, okay, let's not like think about it too much. What we are going to do now is move on to the next app. I think Galaxy I could not try out at all. And you know what's the shame? The shame is they actually have a very, very good um you know they have a very good website, which means they also have like a lot of really good ideas. And that's what really matters. They have a lot of potential. They have the UI UX for it. It's like it snaps. But the funnel is just broken. So nobody's gonna come down there, like it's not gonna happen. What they're thinking, they're not gonna get the benefit of it at all. And that is the problem right there. Anyway, so let me just actually try to do something else. Give me 1 second, guys. I just wanna see something. Just like, yeah, this I think is much better. Okay, my face is probably like glowing at this point of time, but that is on intention because I wanted you guys to be able to like look at me a little bit closer up. Man, I had high hopes from Galaxy because it looked really cool, and it's like a mix of what WAP is doing in like the Web2 world. So WAP kinda is doing the same thing. School.com is trying to do the same kind of thing. They're all like competitors to Discord in some sense. Except in this one, like I really liked the feature. Bro, if Telegram brought out this feature where it can connect with your base app or it can connect with your Rabby, and you can just simply like type stuff, like you can say send one ETH and it will just automatically send it to like the username and they can claim it. Holy shit. That would be so cool. Do you have any idea how easy it would be to like onboard people and like just send them gas that way? That would be crazy. Or you can just like send money to like your friends or like loan them money if they're like doggy and they're like degenerate gamblers. Speaking of gambling, I actually tried out Plinko today on Zeed and I lost all of my $10. Even though I had set it to like zero point 0.1, I just wanted to see like what the experience is. I've never played Plinko before. I mean, I've played it once, I believe, but that was like just like once or twice. I wanted to see what like degen gamblers would do. And of course, I just had like $10, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I just hit $10 and I just kept clicking, 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 and oh my god, the sound, the colors, all of them just kind of like lure you in further and further. But essentially, as expected, I lost all of it, and it was just funny. I don't understand what, like a lot of people like use casinos for because you're destined to lose. So like, why are you doing it? I don't get it. Probably I'm missing something, but GG, I think. Anyway, I think we're gonna go for like Galaxy. So we have to write something, right? So just give me 1 second. Galaxy, you guys, your QR code is expired. Expired. You need to partner with creators to launch their own groups, similar to Towns. So Whale Swoosh has his own community on this app called Towns, which which I think is like very similar to the mission of Galaxy. Okay. Final thing that we have is called, actually like second last thing that we have is called collector. Okay. Okay. Let me just start streaming. Collectors is what they have. This one, monthly artifacts published by Kusari. Okay, so these are like the creations. Collect on base, cross chain or credit card. So it's also like for NFT minting, huh? Launch to the stars. Oh, Hivana is the girl or like the guy who has made this. Who are they? I don't know them, but okay, good for them. And Flaunch is like the collaborative her. Okay. Um, what's there on their home? Or right now they only have this available or what? When they say, oh, this is November 2025 edition. So it's like one for each, right? It's monthly. Next edition in 19 days. Okay. Oh, so can you buy old ones? Oh, no, you cannot. Okay, so this is a very interesting idea right here. This is same advice that I was giving to the Basepaint guys. You guys can do something very similar. And I think they're doing it with like Flaunch. Basically, they've collaborated with the community. You can only mint it once. I would even like, I would have daily so that you cannot fuck this up, right? As like a community gateway. That would be very, very cool. Because see, if you reward people based on whether or not they have this particular NFT, like, come on, of course, it's going to be very hard in that way. You compare this with like a Fluffle or like a kite or Yappy Bara, it's easier to like trade those around, right? And I think it's also like a cash 22 problem. You want the NFT to have like sufficient volume as well because you want it to, signal bullishness towards your project. But I think the best projects out there will always find some operationalized metrics that reward true involvement in the community. And just like, yapping in the Discord and like GM spamming the Discord is not going to be it. I also think that companies need to do a better job, and as we head into 2026, of communicating what will be considered valuable for the protocol so that the community knows that, okay, if I try to do something along these lines, then there's a higher chance of me getting rewarded. I think why a lot of people from Monad feel really, really disgruntled or like disingenuous is because the claim is that, okay, so shift 3 is a good one and shift 2 is a good one as well, but shift 2, I think what I need to do is, how do I change this? I want this to be the bigger one and that to be like the smaller one. I mean, shift 2 is fine. It's not half bad. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. So one of the reasons why I think uh, Monad community feels really much ripped off is because multiple times over the last 3 years, they somehow arrived at a conclusion that being active in Discord or being active in Telegram was going to get them a reward, right? And I know there are like a lot of screenshots and a lot of claims about what Tune said or what somebody else said. See, I don't want to go into like that discussion altogether. But I think one thing that people in general can understand from Mega ETH, from Monad, is that you need to communicate to your own community what is valuable. Real human generated content spoken in fluent English or Japanese or Indonesian or CIS or whatever, your choice, okay, even Nigerian, all fine. Indian, Hindi, for example. That kind of content pushed with some sort of effort, some sort of intent, with actual thought behind it is considered valuable. Threads written in a similar manner will be considered valuable. And of course, now the problem comes in like, okay, how do we verify this? Somebody who builds like an AI application to test for the genuineness of the contribution of community is probably going to hit it big, I believe. Like that's my prediction. Because I think there's like this huge mismatch between what protocols actually consider valuable versus what the community members think they're doing is valuable. And GM spamming is definitely uh, not making the cut, man. Like it's just not happening. I don't see it happening. So that's going to be very very important. I know this became like a rant about you know what Monad should have done or should not have done, but I think it's time to collect. Oh, sorry, Rabi. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm here. Pay with ETH. Okay, guys, have USDC as an option, please. For the love of God, I would actually have this as an option. Same advice I have given to what was the name? Shared Basepaint and have USDC as a payment option. Okay, one balance Ethereum collect. There you go. I now own a lovely NFT. Yay! I think that's really cool. I'm just gonna post this on Forecaster. Yes. I don't like posting these things on like my Twitter because I don't think like enough people are there who will appreciate like base specific content. So yeah. Okay, is it all Hiroko by the way? Oh no, there are other people. This is so cool. Like like I would like to say that this is a very beautiful this is a very good option that these people have taken. It's a very uh, genius move. They've given shout outs to people who have illustrated the art. This is very important. You and I may think of this as like, okay, this is just passing, like they've written like a paragraph, but it's not just a paragraph. To an artist who has actually created the art that is being minted, it means the world to them. See, these artists, they don't make a lot of money from any of these mints, okay? They, sure, they may make some money, but it's not enough to like sustain them for the long term. A lot of it just do it because they want this recognition. This recognition means more to them than the money that they make at the end of the day. So having like two paragraphs worth of information about the artist, right, with their socials, their links, as well as the partnered project, it just gives them a lot of status boost in some sense, which is really good. And I think more projects should be doing this if they're trying to become like a marketplace of like having information on who the originator, collector slash producer of the item is, and like give them more spotlight. And I'm very happy to see that it's not like, okay, it's just like the same person who is being featured again and again. It's literally different people. Like this person is from Brazil, he's from Sao Paulo, and you know like you have how many? You have Pondering, Deck Dog, Binzoko, Cave, Hiroko, Asai, a lot of Japanese people, man, and Indonesians. So Japanese and Indonesians are definitely a lot here. Oh, very interesting. Huh. Peru. Very nice. So all these are like really nice, and I would like for collector to do really well. Very simple UI UX. You guys would have noticed one thing, that I'm actually a fan of very simple UI UX. Simple UI UX, clear messaging will always win. Like, you don't need anything fancy, you don't need like fucking stars flying out of the screen or anything. You don't need any of that. You just need very clean UI UX, and that is all. I think this is like a 10 on 10 UI UX for the because it solves its purpose. That's it. That's all. um, a good move to have illustrators buyers. And now what I will say, I think we just have rip.fun left. Now the OGs know that I've been trying to get rip.fun for a while at this point of time, okay? Like, I have simply been trying to get access for a while, and like the last time I asked Jake for like a code, like the code did not work. So today's like the third time, and now, you know, Alhamdulillah, even their main account has texted me a code. So now I have like two codes. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. And we're gonna see if it, you know, if it kicks off, or it does not kick off. Dear God, please help me. Okay, so what we are gonna do is that we are gonna go to rip.fun, right? They're in closed beta at this point of time. Most of you have already seen their website. It's basically like Pokemon cards. I have a feeling Logan Paul would be very down for something like this. The simple reason is because I know he's like a really big Pokemon cards fan. Okay. Collect, rip, redeem, repeat. Okay. Open a pack. And then it will ask me for code. Why did it not ask me for a code? This is a little bit weird. I honestly don't want to spend money because I've spent too much money today. I'm broke, guys. What can I say? But I just say buy now. Google, because that was my last used. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. And then we're gonna see what happens. Go for it. Okay, so now we have logged in. Welcome back. We are getting everything ready for you. Click anywhere to close. Okay, open a pack. Yes, now is the time the code is required. I was almost thinking they've like removed the requirement for code or something. So, lol. They have not. So let me just go to Jake. Jesus, thank God. It has worked. Ladies and gentlemen, it has actually worked. Despite not working for like so many times, it finally did work. Open a pack. Where do I go from here? Do I choose this? Do I choose this? Guys, please, less options. Less options. I will I will fight till my death on this hill. Give people less options. People do not want more options. Just because Amazon does it doesn't mean people in this current day and age are accustomed or require these many options, or give them like a very thorough tutorial. So either you give them like a very thorough tutorial that basically locks them out of doing anything, or you just give them like very less options. And I think like the best UI UXs I've seen, like Slice, like the online store has very good UI UX, right? Those, all of those have like very limited options in the beginning, and that's why, like, somebody like me was able to like carry forth with it. Okay, so buy now. No instant packs available for flare packs will be added to queue for opening. What do you mean? Okay, the good part is they have Apple Pay, so I always appreciate that, so I cannot even open this. Huh? This looks a little bit weird. I'm not sure. See, I am not a guy who is into cards that much, so I don't know. We pre-open packs for you so you can instantly open them. Okay, I have no idea, but okay. External wallet, base USDC. I'm just gonna send $10, dollar bill. Yeah, I really like how they've given a QR code because that's gonna solve a bit of my problem. I want to send how much? Like 10 USDC. Send right there. There you go. I just spent like $30 today on like random ass stuff. But hey, it's okay. I mean, you live, you learn, right? Okay, so it would have arrived. Come on. Come on now. Yes, processing the order. Come on. That order processing is taking a bit longer than I would expect it to take, by the way. I'm just letting you all know. Let me actually like what happened. ETA 10 minutes. Okay, so I have to wait like 10 minutes for to rip it or what? How does this work? I know too little about this. Anyway, so if it takes like 10 minutes, do I rip it on stream? Uh yeah, I mean, I think let's see. We will try to stay on stream and rip it together on the stream. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, guys. It's okay. Like I will not, you know, be that much discouraged by it. Uh, let me actually. I'm just taking screenshots because I want to report like a few bugs to like restream, retake. I am a beta tester at this point of time. I just want to fix problems that really bother me. Some people think that I may be on the spectrum because of my inability to deal with these little problems. But yeah, I just may be. Anyway, so now what I want to see is, oh, I think we have done all the ones that we had said that we will do, which is really crazy considering that, I told you guys every single time that I say, oh, we can finish this up pretty quickly. Let me just start one more project. It always extends. Every single time I do the smart thing and I like reduce one project from the end, the stream just has nothing to showcase for in like the last 15 minutes. Let us see like what the next projects are going to be. Okay, so I'm just going to go in my bookmarks, scroll all the way down to David's list. This list is honestly an amazing one. uh where is it? Where is it? It can't be this low. Can't be this low. David's list was pretty much up. John Seraph. There's a guide on Excalibur that I have bookmarked, by the way, which is banger. Yeah, this is the list. David's list. So I think we've arrived here till collectors. You still have commit. What the fuck? Cookie dot fun. I mean, cookie. Of course, I know cookie, man. Like, who doesn't know cookie? But I don't think like commit is like live yet. I don't think so. That commit is like, yeah. See, the entire website just sort of like glitches, and now it's back. Wow. Uh, hmm. I just asked them like, here's the website live and available. I just asked them if like the website is live and available or like more polishing is required. Based on that, we will decide if we can do like commit. Otherwise, cookie.fun, of course, we're gonna have a look. I think they're probably at one of the leaders of like the entire InfoFi space as a whole. Um, Crowd Muse, building worlds with brands, creators. Okay, Echo, Echo, okay, Echo XYZ. Create, collect, burn, repeat. I love how many art centric pieces there are. FX hash. One, two, three, four. Okay, I think we can cover like four of these tomorrow as well. Like these four. Man, this list is just unending, bro. This list is just unending. And can you imagine like so many more would have come to light in the you know so many more have like come through. It's crazy. Daylight. .xyz. I think this project got shut down or what? Oh no, this is the one which is like, it will like tell you things to do based on like your wallet. Crazy. Bro, this is just going to fuck up my wallet health because of how much I'm gonna spend. So it's probably better if I just come back. Otherwise, it's not safe for me. Conversion app. A lot of them have like gone out, unfortunately, but okay. XMTP. Yeah, this is the messaging protocol that DGen 1 and like Base app and all of them have it, right? Social networks, I would be very interested in like checking them out. So yeah, Icebreaker, Farcaster, of course, Ethos, of course. I really like all of them. Talent Protocol. Holy fuck, that's too much, man. But it's okay. I think like there are a lot of things that I will not be able to check out, like JP Morgan, for example. I don't think I'll be able to check these out. Something like 0x splits, I may be able to check out. I don't know. We'll have to check. Moonwell card, M card. Maybe like things like these I may be able to check out. But yeah. Anyway, if you have any app and if somebody has like any sort of way to check from where is the stuff coming from, like for example any long form list of base native projects, please share it with me because I want to know. And I only want to like look at like base native projects, not necessarily multi-chain projects, unless they're like really really blowing up. And a simple reason behind that is that it's okay uh to you know to check out those projects as well, but I think like base native projects are just gonna want more spotlight. They're gonna require more spotlight. That's my entire idea. And I think, do we have Avantis in this? Oh, we don't in this list. Probably Avantis came on later on. But okay, that is all from my end, guys, for today. Let me just see if like that opening pack thing happened. Nah, it just says ETA 10 minutes and it's just like staying there. I hope that 10M does not mean 10 months though. Because if it does, then GG. Anyway, guys, that is all for today's stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have chosen to spend your time doing anything. Instead, you chose to watch me. I don't know what that says about you, but thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in episode 16. So yeah, we've been doing this for like 16 days at this point. Take care and have a good one.